You get an email. It's possibly 10 to 12 words long, somewhat both passive, aggressive and grammatically shaky. You know who it's from. Yeah, you're right. You're dealing with a terrified toddler, a workplace bully who maybe is inches away from a meltdown. It's that kind of stress that makes you want to walk out of the door and keep walking into a field, a forest, anywhere you can breathe again. Let's discuss a little bit of this fragile, insecure mindset of a workplace bully. If we haven't met, my name is Amlan Tripathi. From my 15 plus years of corporate experience, I truly acknowledge that workplace bullying is a serious problem. Study shows that a third of Americans have suffered from workplace bullying, this abusive conduct at work. This sort of experience can seriously damage your mental and physical health. For a reason that I'm being in nature currently, having an opportunity to talk with you on this very important topic. But to disarm the workplace bully, you have to first understand them. To find your own peace, you have to see the chaos inside these workplace bullies. Basically, it boils down to how these bullies are hilariously insecure. Psychological research shows a direct link between a person's own feeling of incompetence and their tendency to get aggressive. When someone in power feels like they are not up to their job, they naturally panic. But instead of working on themselves, they tend to lash out. It's a grown-up version of a toddler kicking over a tower of blocks because they can't get the last piece to fit in. This isn't just a funny metaphor, it's a documented pattern. So let's get into it. We will discuss 3 types of workplace bullies and we will assign one curated way to handle these overgrown children or workplace bullies. Do let me know what kind of office toddlers are you likely to run into your workplace. First up, we have the credit stealers. You know this type pretty well. You pour your heart into a project and the second it gets praised, this bully swoops in to talk about how their grand vision made it happen. The bully's ego is so brittle that any credit you get feels like a personal loss for them. They hoard accomplishments because they are afraid that without them, they have no value. A way to handle this sort of a workplace bully is through documentation. Seriously, document everything. Send recap emails after meetings, something like, just to confirm our conversation, I'll be handling X, Y, and Z tasks. Sort of minutes of meeting. Find a way to copy this bully's boss onto such emails or simply use Microsoft Teams group chat for such matter. It's like calling the toddler's teacher over. Suddenly, you will see that sharing credit doesn't seem so bad, right? The next type number 2, is the delegator bully. This sort of bully is usually a manager, and this manager's weekend starts by dropping a mountain of their own work onto your desk at 5:47 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. They avoid responsibility the way toddlers avoid vegetables. Their favorite job is any job that someone else has to do. Please don't mistake it for mentorship or leadership. It's rather the bully making their incompetence as your problem. Surely you have been awarded with these growth opportunity tasks on Friday evenings or over the weekends. Let me know in the comments below. A way to handle these type of bullies when they try to offload their work onto you, just stay calm. A simple message or email, I can definitely look at that once I have finished my current priorities, which are A, B, and C, works like wonders. This is about building a fence around your own well-being and your work priorities. It's the polite corporate way of saying that it's your mess to clean up, not mine, but I can offer help once I'm done cleaning up my own mess. If you are recognizing few of these personalities from your own office, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. By the end of this video, I may request a like if you felt connected to any of these points we are discussing at workplace bullying. And finally, the most notorious of them all, the micromanager bullies. these workplace bullies need to be on every single decision. Their need for control is absolute, because deep down they believe if they aren't constantly flexing their authority, they'll just disappear. They hover, they question, they demand constant updates. Not to ensure quality, mind you, but to feed their desperate need for validation. They're like these terrified toddlers who believe that if you stop looking at them, they might as well not exist. And the secret to manage this type of workplace bully is proactive over-communication. Beat them down to the punch, drown them in updates, send them schedules, give them timelines even before they ask. When you are in control of the flow of information, you leave them with nothing to anxiously demand. You are basically patting them on the head and saying, "Don't worry, I've got this," which is all their insecure little heart really wanted to hear. See, I don't do guru sessions, but just in case you want to let some of your feeling out one-on-one with me, I have kept this simple and a free sign-up form in the description, no strings attached. See, I started this YouTube channel with a very solitary purpose, a purpose to build a community of working professionals like you and me to open up to some of those thoughts which are always stuck deep within us. Sometimes having someone to just listen to and maybe just add an alternate perspective is all that it takes to make a difference. Okay, and here is the main thing you need to remember. A workplace bully's behavior is a reflection of their fear, not your failure. Seeing your office bully as a scared kid in a formal suit will probably help you take their attacks a little less personally. It gives you the distance you need, the kind of clarity you find when you are walking by a quiet lake where the noise of the office finally fades away. This isn't about you. This is about the tantrum happening inside their own head. Yes, of course, always follow your organization's official HR procedures when things get serious. But on a day-to-day basis, remembering the why behind the behavior of these workplace bullies is what gives you your power back. It's what helps you leave the drama at your desk, walk out into the fresh air, and finally feel calm again. What kind or kinds of bully office toddler have you dealt with? Let us compare some of the notes when you share your stories in the comments below. And as always, if this was helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and maybe quietly forward it to the coworker who really needs to see this. Tell you what, narcissistic bosses are masters at bullying in corporate, literally destroying careers and uprooting confidence of employees. I have talked about it here. See you and stay strong out there.